No motive established in Saint and taxi operator's murder. The police have not yet identified a motive behind Thursday's brazen daylight killing of a Saint and taxi operator as detectives intensify their search for the perpetrators. The deceased has been identified as 30-year-old Jesse Hyde of Morley Drive district in St. Anne's Bay. Reports were that about 8:46 a.m., Hyde was parked near a playfield in Limehall when he was ambushed by an unknown assailant who opened fire, hitting him multiple times. He was assisted to the St. Anne's Bay Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The St. Anne's Bay Criminal Investigations Branch is leading the probe. Portland Health Department carries out mitigation measures after Haitian migrant tests positive for malaria. The Portland Health Department has assured that measures have been taken to prevent the reintroduction of malaria after a Haitian migrant who recently arrived by boat tested positive for the disease. Jamaica is currently malaria-free. Medical Officer of Health for Portland, Dr. Sharon Lewis, said the infected male was among the group of over 40 Haitians who landed at the beach in Long Bay on May 18. Dr. Lewis noted that the man did not display any symptoms and that the test results came back the day after a group of Haitians, including the affected man, reported to their own country. Among the mitigation measures taken were destruction of the boat the Haitian came in and fogging of the area. Dr. Lewis is reminding residents that anyone entering the country through means other than the legal ports must be reported to authorities so that the necessary checks can be conducted. She was given the May Health report at the monthly meeting for the Portland Municipal Corporation.
42 Haitian nationals arrived on our Portland shores by boat on Sunday, May 18, 2025, and they were processed at the Port Antonio Hospital that day. One adult male tested positive for the malaria parasite. However, the result was returned 2 days after he was repatriated to Haiti. Of note, this male had no fever or other symptoms on presentation. He only gave a history of having fever a long time ago. Additionally, the vector control team promptly destroyed the boat and conducted fogging activities in the landing area to reduce the risk of spread of any arboviral diseases those who arrived may have had. I wish to use this opportunity to remind the public that malaria in a person from a country where the disease is endemic often presents with mild symptoms, and as in that case of that man, it may present with no symptoms. In this case, the male had no symptoms. That is why we warn our citizens to alert the police and the health team when persons who are not Jamaicans arrive by boat on our shores without going through the official ports. These persons should be assessed immediately after their arrival so that we can take the necessary public health measures to protect our citizens from the possible introduction or reintroduction of infectious diseases to our country. So I really implore the cooperation of the public.
Proposal for 180 flat rate KMTR taxi fare accepted by Transport Ministry. A proposal to set a flat rate of $180 for fare charge for public passenger vehicles operators in corporate areas has been accepted by the Transport Ministry. This was highlighted by President of the All Voice Transportation Group, Lauren Finnegan, during Wednesday's virtual meeting at the Transport Operations Development Sustainable Services stands. Finnegan was given a summary of discussions held Wednesday between leaders of various taxi groups and Transport Minister Darrell Valls, along with representatives of stakeholders agency to include the Transport Authority. He said the minister requested documentation on the proposal.
Patterson spoke on the flat fare that we are recommending for the KMTR. I must let you know, Mr. Patterson, that I was expecting to hear objection from 3 of the state agency that was there. Well, I was disappointed because not one member of the state agency objected to the recommendations made by Mr. Pattison for the flat rate. The MD of Transport Authority, even out of the meeting, he said to us, there's no question about that. There's no opposition to it. It is an excellent idea. He said it will be better for us as operator. The commuters will accept it much better than the base rate and the per kilo. And he said, in the presence of myself and Mr. Pattison, it will also be easier for the members of his staff. That has to do with fare increase. That is the research department. So just to let you all know, there was not one objection to the $180 flat rate, and the minister instructed that a document be sent off to him at the earliest possible time so that he can seek legal advice in terms of how best to implement it, one, and two, it will have to be gazetted.
Community rallies to support families left homeless by Barbican dry fire. Several individuals and organizations have come together to offer hope, support, and real solutions after a devastating fire destroyed a home at 17 Barbican Road in St. Andrew last month, leaving 13 people, including 6 children, homeless. A restaurant located at the property was also destroyed. From immediate relief efforts to long-term rebuilding initiatives, the community response has been swift and deeply compassionate. Asset construction, a long-standing business rooted in the neighborhood, was among the first to step up. The company assisted with cleanup efforts and pledged building material to aid in the reconstruction. Their response went beyond corporate responsibility, reflecting a genuine commitment to the people they serve daily. Andrew and Peter Essel, known for their quiet but consistent community support, have once again showed that this is what it means to care. While their generosity is nothing new, their hands-on involvement in this moment of crisis has touched the hearts of all. This support at a time when families are starting from nothing means more than words can express, said community leader Jared, who has been at the forefront of support for the affected families. Estate construction isn't just a business in the neighborhood, they are part of the fabric of their community. Andrew and Peter are always quietly giving back in so many ways, but this time, their support has touched a different level. Helping families who have lost everything means the world to all of us. It shows the true community looks like, he added. St. Andrew East Member of Parliament Favor Williams, in collaboration with St. Andrew Northeastern MP Delroy Chalk, has taken steps through the government's social housing program to assist families with long-term housing solutions. Their efforts bring not only immediate relief, but also a pathway to stability and dignity for those who lost everything, Jared commented. He also lauded the role for the Food for the Poor Jamaica, which responded swiftly with critical aids. We also recognize Food for the Poor Jamaica for their rapid response and unwavering commitment. Their provision of emergency supplies and building materials continue to be a vital part of the recovery process, he noted. This coordinated response highlights the power of unity and the strength of a community that stands together in times of crisis. To subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.